Long ago, on the island nation of Sri Lanka, a young prince ascended the throne after the wealthy king passed away. Royal astrologers had once prophesied that for the kingdom to enjoy lasting peace and prosperity, the second prince, not the firstborn, must inherit the throne. The palace was lavishly decorated with gold, silver, and jewels. The young king ruled over his two brothers and the entire island, yet he was disgusted by wealth and power, yearning instead to escape such worldly bonds. He once attempted to flee, but was captured by his brothers and ministers and chained with golden shackles. Eventually, he bribed the palace guards with gold and silver, disguised himself as a beggar, and escaped at night with one loyal attendant. After rewarding his companion generously, the king left the island alone and traveled to the land of Rameshvaram, realm of King Rama. There, he traded his golden throne for a simple deerskin and his silk bedding for an ashen mat, becoming a yogi. This yogi was dignified and handsome, and had no trouble begging for daily sustenance. He wandered across India and finally reached Vajrasana, the seat of Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment. There, he lived among welcoming kins who transmitted to him teachings on feminine wisdom. He then journeyed to the capital Pataliputra on the Ganges River, where he lived by begging and sleeping in cremation grounds. One day at the market, he encountered a worldly kin in front of a brothel. Seeing his true nature, she said, "Your winds and channels have been purified, but you still carry a mustard seed-sized pride of royalty in your heart." She dumped rotten food into his alms bowl and told him to leave. Disgusted, the yogi frowned. The kin exclaimed, "If you still care whether food is clean or dirty, how can you ever attain nirvana?" Ashamed, the yogi realized his mind still subtly clung to judgment and discrimination, believing that some things were inherently better than others. He saw this as the main obstacle to Buddhahood. With that insight, he settled on the banks of the Ganges. For 12 years, he practiced diligently to eliminate scattered thoughts, biases, and preconceptions. His method was to eat the discarded fish intestines thrown away by fishermen, recognizing their empty nature and transforming them into nectar of pure awareness. The fisherwomen called him Luipa, meaning the one who eats fish intestines. This unconventional practice brought him great liberation. Luipa later became a renowned master, mentioned again in the stories of Dharākapa and Denjipa. Luipa is the first among the 84 Mahasiddhas, bearing similarities to the Buddha's own journey, hence his placement at the beginning. Once a king, Luipa gave up his throne in pursuit of enlightenment. Like the Buddha, he escaped the palace at night with one attendant and lived as a yogi, using deerskin as his seat, mat, and shawl. The deerskin symbolizes renunciation. Avalokiteshvara also wears a deerskin skirt. However, Luipa lived in the degenerate age, when the straightforward teachings and strict discipline of the Buddha's time were no longer effective. To uproot subtle defilements and destroy the dualistic root of samsara, a swift path of transformation was needed. In Luipa's and other Siddhas stories, timely appearances of kins offer such skillful guidance. Luipa was a mother tantra siddha. His guru was a kin, an embodiment of feminine wisdom, who appeared as a tavern owner and madam. She saw through his royal pride, which stemmed from his noble lineage and societal class. By offering him rotten food, she revealed a swift method: liberation through eating impurities. By confronting the most disgusting things, he trained his mind to see all phenomena as pure. Eventually, he realized the sameness of all experiences. For him, the concept of fish intestines transformed into emptiness itself. Her final words to him were, "As long as you cannot recognize the innate emptiness of every sensory experience, every emotion, every thought, you will remain trapped in samsara, judging, discriminating, and criticizing. To attain non-dual nirvana, awaken to the single taste of wisdom even in the most revolting things. Realize that all things are one flavor, pure great bliss."